for Afan Bayam. I must say, not a bad start here from Jamaica.
Henry is a valuable player as he overcomes to an end, 2 runs coming from it. And she's a valuable player in this lineup. So the Windward Islands will do well to see off a number of her overs that she bowls, ensure that she doesn't get into the game in terms of her wicket taking very early. So far she's bowled 1 over, just 2 runs coming from it, but a very good start indeed.
A little bit of an injury, but that does, it presents opportunity for someone new. Williams, who is the keeper, is captain of the side this year. We always say in T20 it's really good when the keepers are captain because they get a better view of the field. 2 fielders outside. Fine leg and deep mid-wicket.
Waysome, the new bowler, a full toss. Hit high up on the bat. An edge from Nerissa Crafton. Wait on the signal for the umpire to see how high it was. So it was a safe delivery in the end. Taking an edge and just flying over the keeper. Lucky there to start from Nerissa Crafton.
Not the best of start from Waysome. Following her name, bowling above the waist. Just need to get it in the deck with the feel. I'm guessing that she likes to bowl at shorter delivery. That's it, Waysome. Keep it in the waist.
Yeah, better delivery from her to start. After that first one to start. Much straighter on that occasion, tucking up the batter.
It's just always something about Jamaican teams, especially in regional cricket. Whether it's under 15, under 19, Waysome keeping it on the stump this time. Not above the waist, below the waist, and she picks up her first wicket. Crafton is gone.
You're really not required there from Nerissa Crafton. Didn't need to play that shot. Yes, it's T20, but it's still very early. She hasn't got a measure on what the surface is doing. And then there you go again, seeing her looking to go across to the leg side. That delivery was on the line of leg stump. 2 fielders are in the deep, on the onside, and she was aiming to go there. Could have been better serve going through the leg side. Instead, to the offside, sorry. Instead, she perishes quite early, and Nisham Waysome is on the board. Speaking of Henry and how valuable she is to see off her overs, but Waysome at the other end is saying, look at me, I'm here, and I'm going to do the job as well. So yes, they're able to, perhaps some of the discussion in the camp would be around Henry, and they're able to see off her first over, and then Waysome comes on, and you look to play a shot that was ill-advised. A new batter, skipper Zeta James, another left-handed batter.
Zeta James walks to the crease. Pretty decent all-rounder. Plays international cricket for West Indies as well, so we know what she can do if she sticks around, which she needs to. She's always the captain of this team. She needs to lead the ship. Hails from St. Lucia. Such a talent is Zeta. Trying to cut that one behind point. Didn't really get to the ball the way that she wanted to get that connection. Punched out to point. Good stop. Good feeling there. Really good work. But it's a really good shot by Zeta. A shot of class, I would say. But looking at this over, apart from that first delivery, that was a full toss above the waist from Waysome, you would like to say she's delivering a really good over here. Top over. Just one delivery to go. Joseph is on strike now. Making sure the fielders are in the right position. The fine leg and square leg is back on the boundary. But it's the end of the over, end of a second over. The score is 5-1.
Yeah, really.
A little bit of entertainment in the stands there. Not a lot of people in. Guessing it's because it's a holiday and a lot of people went out. Enjoy a little bit of family time, beach time. I'm wondering what Stacey would have done if it's not for cricket today.
I would have been
Stacey.
I would have been home studying. I do have an exam tomorrow, so that would have been my day. Beating the outside edge of Zeta James on that time, on that occasion, Henry. So a really good start from the two pacers in operation, Waysome and Henry.
Really and truly, it's not a bad start, as you mentioned, Stacey. Henry operating from the administrative center end. That one just coming back in straightly. And that is something that I like about her, is a line in which she consistently bowl, and she have that one that's coming back into the left-hander. So you somewhat have to play every delivery when she bowls, which is good. And then she has that one that goes straight across the left-hander. Use the crease well, is Henry. That's a really good shot, top class. Not sure if it will get enough legs to get to the boundary, but it's a top shot from Zeta. Showing her class. Really nicely played. Not a lot of power in it, but it's the intent to score and her position hitting the ball.
Yeah, it's a gap finding as well. She ensured that she got it in the gap. Yes, it was hit aerially, but always getting it into that vacant area. Unfortunately, with the heavy outfield, unable to get full toll for it.
Nice, nice. She looks a compact player. She looks like she's well sorted, she knows what she's about, Zeta James. Looks well composed, Zeta. Shorter delivery, pulled out to deep square. Wouldn't get to the boundary though.
Yeah, didn't get a pure connection on that one, Zeta. Luckily so. There are two fielders set in the deep for that sort of delivery from Henry. It was played uppishly, but falling short of the fielders. The fielder at the square leg boundary.
Looking at Zeta Bat, I really don't want to ring the bell too much. I don't want to call her name too much, but looking at the few deliveries, just 7 deliveries, every delivery that she have played since at the crease has been on merit. And this is good as a young skipper. I like her technique, the way how she get behind the ball. Her position and connection is really good. But it's the end of another over, end of another Henry over. Just 5 runs. The score is 8-1. Waysome to continue. That one just not getting to the pitch. And just probably stretching a bit too much, ball passing between bat and pad.
Yeah.
I can remember, Stacey, doing commentary a couple of months ago with the regional 4-day, looking at the surnames out of Jamaica. I'm pretty surprised that there's no Blackwood or Redwood in this team. Even Sherwood. Oh, shot of class. It wouldn't get to the boundary. Won't look like it would. But it's a good shot. It was a bit airy for some time, and she's looking for tree. Good running. Pushing Joseph to get there for the tree. This is good running between the wickets. Something that we haven't seen throughout this morning. Both games. Butter's not really looking to get trees, but Zeta is really pushing. This is good from her.
Yeah, really smart running from Zeta. They started that first one really hard. They run that first one hard. It's the awareness as well to know that the timing wasn't the greatest and the outfield as well isn't going to assist you. So knowing that you have to run a lot between the wickets in this match is very important, and it's good to see these two batters doing that quite well.
Into the pitch.
No
damage done there.
You can sense a bit of frustration creeping in from Jafina Joseph. She's faced 6 deliveries, 7 now, yet to get off the mark. That delivery on the line of leg stump, you would think that she would be able to get some bat onto it. Unfortunately, not able to do so. Still not yet off the mark.
She just needs to be patient, Stacey. I mean, it's still early dawns. You just need to pick the gap. Finding the gap this time. Picks up a single. She's off the mark, Stacey. Guess she's listening to you.
And she'll breathe a sigh of relief there. Joseph finally getting off the mark on her 8th delivery. Jamaica, of course, when they played last year, they played unblemished, winning all of their games. Back-to-back champions, Super 50 and the T20 Blaze. This year, Trinidad and Tobago, champions of the Super 50.
Punching that one off the back foot is Zeta. We still have Glasgow in the hut. We know that she can play T20 cricket, someone that can strike the ball well. They will need her tonight as well, if she gets a chance. Finding the edges, Zeta. This one might run away to the boundary for 4. Yes, it did. Finding the edge. Look like it's intentional as well.
I think that was inadvertently played by Zeta. She's looking to slash it on the up over cover, but instead getting an edge and getting that to the boundary. They'll take that for sure, the Windward Islands.
Looked like it did a bit too much for her in the end. Just that extra bounce. Good pitch. This is the 3rd game for the day, and it's still good consistency in bounce. This says a lot about the Arnie's field pitches. She's scoring at a runner ball.
Yeah, change of pace now for Jamaica. Vanessa Watts. It's a job that she usually does for them in the power play. Takes that new ball. Sometimes even see her opening the bowling. She's first change tonight. Veteran of this Jamaica team.
Something that we have grown accustomed to, especially in the shorter format of the game. Spinners bowling in the power play. Trying to go across the line. Afram Bayam raising that jetted finger. Joseph did not wait. She knew what's going to happen early. Stacey did mention it. She always picks up wicket for Jamaica. Senior talisman in Watts picked up her first wicket, first delivery. Another wicket down for Windwards.
Yeah, and I mentioned it before. You sense the frustration from Jafina. She hasn't been able to really get going in this innings. 1 of 9 deliveries, and she just, the pressure tell in the end for Jafina Joseph. She just wasn't able to get anything away. And Watts, a straight delivery. Well judged LBW in the end from Afram Bayam crashing into middle stump.
We have seen that a few times today, Stacey. Straight delivery, trying to play across the line instead of playing with a straight bat.
Yes, so the new batter in is Ashlyn Edwards. Yeah, Windward Islands don't want to give Jamaica a bonus point very early. It will come back to haunt you if in pursuit of winning the tournament, giving teams early bonus points. Trinidad and Tobago, they picked up a number of bonus points today. And there you go, right away. Again, now she's on a hat trick, Vanessa Watts. Picking up another one. Ashlyn Edwards, she came, she saw, did not conquer, and she has to go back.
Well, the wattage is up. I'm not sure if it's 220 watts, but she's working with good energy. Even in the warm-up, you look at her and she looks like she's ready for the game. Bringing that energy from warm-up into the game. Picking up a second wicket, second delivery. Now she's on a hat trick. This is good wattage here.
Yeah, on a hat trick now. The areas have been really good from Watts. Simple bowling from her. On a hat trick now. Afy Fletcher walks out. Team in crisis. The skipper and Fletcher should look to build a partnership here. They're in a spot of bother, the Windward Islands.
Afy Fletcher.
Yeah, just looking back at tournaments in the past, against Jamaica, Afy Fletcher has been one of the most prolific scorers for the Windward Islands. Also, Janelia Glasgow, she scored some runs against them last year. So surprised that they haven't really utilized them a bit more up the order. But the team is in trouble. 3 wickets down now. 16 runs on the board. It's a lot of work to do here for Zayda James and Afy Fletcher and the others to come.
Well, look at this. First time for the day we're seeing 2 slip in pace. Watts with ball in hand. Hat trick delivery to Afy Fletcher. Full of international experience. What's going to happen?
Not the sort of delivery you want to be bowling for a hat trick. You had the 2 slips in place. And it's a wide.
Not the delivery that you would want to bowl with a hat-trick delivery.
Yeah, they're pumped up right now, Jamaica. You expect this sort of energy from them in the outfield.
Well, we all know how Jamaicans are full of energy. And I mentioned on the 19, the senior team on the 15, this is what you will get from the Jamaicans, female cricket. That energy, they always dance throughout a warm-up. I had the chance in playing with Jamaicans at the CPL level. It's always an energy through the warm-up.
Yeah, really good areas being hit here by Vanessa Watts in this over. One ball remaining to close it out. Yeah, top stuff from Vanessa Watts. Picking up 2 big wickets in that over. Windward Island 17 for 3 after 5 overs.
Jamaica well on the way to picking up a bonus point here. Well on their way here, Jamaica. Good start. Definitely a brilliant start. Dream of a start for skipper Williams, who is behind the stump. Zeta punching out that 1-2 cover, no run. But there's a lot to like about Zeta.
Yeah, that was really good timing from her on that occasion. Not trying to overhit it. Just needed to find the gap.
Stealing a single there is Zeta and Afy Fletcher. Afy Fletcher hails from Grenada. The Spice Isle. So it's the island of Spice and the island of Pitons at the crease.
Yeah, how do they play this now? What they definitely need from here on out is some sort of partnership being built. They want to hope that they don't lose another wicket pretty soon.
Over the top, over the feelers at point. Good shot by Afy Fletcher. Could get to. Comfortable. We did mention that she has a good record against Jamaica. In Fletcher, she scores most of her runs against Jamaica. If it's a time that the Windward Island needs some spice, it would be now. Afy Fletcher going down the ground over the head of Henry. It could run away to the boundary for 4. Good diving effort from Henry. Really good work. I hope it didn't do much damage there for Henry. The diving effort, knowing that she has a bad knee.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Yeah, and you needed more of this in the power play. You needed somebody to capitalize, take the ball up over the infield. And that is what Afy Fletcher can do. You know, that's something that's been lacking. We haven't seen a boundary just yet in this innings. Well, yes, I beg your pardon. There was one, Zeta James edge for 4. But apart from that, they haven't been able to find the boundary at will, Windward Islands.
We're seeing a bit of intent here from Afy with her international experience. Good attempt from Zeta.
Yeah, you definitely want to see intent, but also there are 3 wickets down, so the risk has to be minimal also. So it has to be measured in terms of the approach and the deliveries that they choose to score off of. Yes, the singles for now, that can do it, but you don't want to risk losing another wicket.
Afy looking to put everything behind that one. Just finding the edge though. Not a lot of damage done. Just a singler to end that over. The score is now 24-3.
Yeah, you see her throwing her head up because it's a length that she enjoys playing. Thought she missed out on that one. Looking to pull it. 25-3 after 6 overs. Good afternoon to you, Martin. Windward Islands in some trouble early on here in their batting innings.
In some trouble, in some serious trouble, 25-3. Some serious trouble here at the Windward Islands. Struggling. Power play have been completed. Afy Fletcher is already at the crease. And with her is James. They need to do a rebuilding process here. They need to bat at least up to 14 overs and then they can have a go with the other 7, hoping that they would not lose a wicket. But Jamaica are really on top of things here in the final game of day 1 of the West Indies Women T20 tournament.
Yeah, there's going to be a change of bowling. Vanessa Watts picked up 2 wickets in that over. In her previous over, they've gone to Kate Wilmot. I'm excited to see her on her comeback. She didn't play in that Super 50. I heard that she was recovering from injury. So excited to see what she has to offer in this T20 blaze for Jamaica.
Well, Jamaica, the land of reggae. They'll be happy, they'll be dancing at the point. Happy at this point. 25-3. Excellent position to be in a T20 game. Playing under the lights. Good conditions as well. A lovely wicket. Things nice. Stacey, yeah? Jamaica nice.
Things are nice indeed for Jamaica. This one is shot and it's pulled. Is that a maximum? Wait to see the result from the umpire.
It is.
But it's a length that she enjoys, Afy Fletcher. Short. She loves to hit those short deliveries. And she picks up the first maximum for Windward Islands.
Yeah, short delivery there, and Fletcher was into it as it hit the pitch, and she smacked it over square leg into the fence for 6. Wonderful shot by Fletcher. Bring the crowd alive here for the Windward Islands. That takes them up to 31-3. I love the aggression from Fletcher here.
Yeah, now the reinforcements come in. That fielder is pushed back now in front of square. And deep third is going back also. Cover is out. Somebody at mid wicket. Goes down the ground that time with some power as well.
Dangerous.
Yeah, doesn't make it to the boundary though. So I mentioned the heaviness of the outfield. But that's certainly not what Wilmot would have wanted to be bowling. You have the field now set. Afy Fletcher decides it's full enough for me to go down the ground, almost taking her out as well.
That was danger. That was danger for Wilmot there. Escaping that danger. That was struck with some power by Fletcher. Right back at Wilmot. Wilmot got out of the way. And really, that was... So that's some entertainment from Afy Fletcher here. Things are looking good for Afy Fletcher. Striking the ball pretty well.
Across the line this time, just over the leaping hand of Vanessa Watts, and they rush back for 2 more. So definitely showing some intent in this over to Kate Wilmot, not allowing her to settle Afy Fletcher.
Yeah, Fletcher bringing the aggression to the Jamaicans. Normally it is the other way around, but she's bringing it to them. Windward Islands 35-3. Somebody needs to take the ball by the horn. Fletcher has decided to do that and play positively.
Stops in her follow through.
Probably just a little bit scared to get to Afy Fletcher after those 3 shots. Exciting the place here is Fletcher. 6.3 overs bowled. Plenty time in this game, 35-3.
A bit of confusion there between the 2 batters. Yes, no. In the end, it stays no. It's short again, hammered into the surface. Protection is there now in Julian Morgan. So it's just a single, and they're looking.
Went into the keeper's glove, so it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, just toss it to the fielder.
Alrighty.
Dead
Yeah.
ball.
So the most expensive over of the innings so far, 11 runs coming from it. Looking to drive that one through the covers to end the over. Windward Islands 36 for 3.
Yeah, well, the term is used, go harder, go home. Afy Fletcher is showing the aggression and bringing it to the Jamaicans. Jamaica has been on top of the game from the start, so she's bringing it to them. She has 11 from 15 deliveries. Sorry, that's 17 from 12 deliveries, Fletcher. And really, she has played some lovely shots.
Yeah, it's experience as well. You know, they say traditionally that 7th over, it's usually the least expensive over, just because it's just out of the power play and the batters are just looking to rethink their position and how they should go about the rest of the middle phase. But Afy Fletcher saw an opportunity, and I think the skipper as well, also for Jamaica, saw an opportunity to bring on Kate Wilmot, you know, because what she picked up 2 wickets at that other end. She did not continue with her. Now she has to go back to her from this end.
Well, it didn't work out for the Jamaican skipper. She has reverted to the spinners. So we know we picked up 2 early wickets, 2 wickets in successful deliveries. And she's back on 36 for 3, looking to get into the middle of the Windward Islands batting.
Through the gap that time with some style as well. Afy Fletcher is looking switched on here tonight for the Windward Islands.
Yeah, greeted with disdain. Flighty delivery, smashed through covers, rushed over the boundary line, 4 runs. Fletcher is looking very, very, very good here tonight. She's aggressive, she's patient, she's hitting the ball where it's supposed to be hit. She just looks the part.
I mentioned earlier, it's a team that she enjoys batting against. Jamaica. She started well so far. It's a case now for her to continue and build for the Windward Islands, because they certainly need that. 21 of 13, she's scoring quickly. Reinforcements now in that offside. There's a sprinkling of rain coming down, a slight drizzle. Some wit offered, but can't get it past Nation. Yeah, it's too heavy now for the umpires, and they've decided to call the covers on, the groundsmen, ground staff. Yeah, so we'll have a rain delay here in this last match today. Windward Islands versus Jamaica. On the first day of this Cricket West Indies Blaze tournament. So we'll take a break during this rain delay, and we'll be back with more action as soon as the covers are removed.
Were you hearing any song in delay from this?
Yeah, welcome back here at the Annisville playing field after that rain break. No word yet on if we have any adjustment in the overs. We'll wait to get that information to you. But Jamaica about to resume things. Afy Fletcher and Zayda James as well. We'll see who this rain break benefits though. There was momentum with the batting team heading into that rain break. Afy Fletcher was striking it quite well. Zayda James being an able partner at the other end. 40 for 3, they resume on. A run rate of just below 6. 7.2 overs bowled. So Watts to continue. She's already picked up 2 wickets so far in this game. Mr. Martin, I never really like breaks, you know. Usually a wicket falls after a break. That's something that we've seen quite often in modern day cricket.
Well, the momentum is broken, so you have to start all over again. You have to get your eye in, body temperature has to get back up. So these are the things that normally affect you. Not Afy Fletcher, because she starts off in the same way that she left. Picks up 2 more runs. So probably would affect you, Stacey, but they haven't affected Afy Fletcher. She continues to bat well for Windwards 23 from 15.
Yeah, good start from her. Good to see that her concentration is still on. Some reinforcements on that offside. That fielder was at the deep mid-wicket boundary. It's now gonna go into that short third area. Just using 2 fielders out. 3 fielders out, I beg your pardon, Jamaica. Long on, deep mid-wicket, and the fielder at cover. Swinging a miss there from Afy, trying to get it through that cover region.
Yeah, heavily packed offside field, so good bowling here by Watts. Just outside here, some 4th, 5th stump, keeping things rather tight. 3rd man, backward point, cover, short extra cover, mid off, and a sweeper.
Swan is hit to the right of long on. She runs around. They'll certainly look to come back for 2. It's been good running so far from the Windward Islands.
Yeah, I do support you on that. They have been running pretty well, something we have not seen from the last 2 games so far. They're running pretty good between the wickets and doing an exceptional job here for Windwards. They need to come back from where they were. They are 44 for 3.
Yeah, importantly, they're running that first one hard. And that's important if you are to get a possible second. That is not advised. The fielder was just moved from that square leg area into that short third. And she bowls a full delivery. And Afy Fletcher, such is the good hitting form that she's in, capitalizes on that poor delivery from Watts to finish her over. 48 now for 3.
Yeah, lovely shot there by Fletcher. Full delivery on the legs, and she really smacked it through square leg for 4. Well done to her. Back delivery by Watts. But I like the way that Afy Fletcher has approached this innings. She has approached it positively, and it has worked for her thus far. She has really stamped her authority as a batter. She has 29 from 18 deliveries, and Jamaica really had Windwards reeling at 23 for 3. They are now 48 for 3. Efforts of Afy Fletcher. Positiveness.
Yeah, they've scored 20. They've scored 23 runs in 2 overs. At the end of the power play, Windward Islands were 25 for 3. They are now 48 for 3 after 8 overs. So it really shows the input that Afy has made into these innings.
She's well supported there by James, who has batted well. Played 1 or 2 good shots as well. Seems to be timing the ball pretty nicely as well too.
Yeah, that should have been a single though. We just spoke of the good running. That ball was hit. And Henry had to get around to her left to retrieve it. But there was no communication from the 2 batters.
So it seems to have a little dew on the ground from, well, some rain fell just a while ago. So after be that, that's one is high straight into the hands of the man at mid-off, the lady at mid-off that is. And they have lost the wicket.
Yeah, and it's after that break as well.
Spoke about it. The Jamaicans are dancing. That's a new one for me, Stacey.
I'm not sure the other fielders are getting on board with that celebration from Nation. She'll be hoping that it catches on. But she's happy. She's picked up the wicket of Zeta James. Was just watching Afy going along in her innings. She didn't farm a lot of the strike, Zeta James, for the last 2 overs. Afy Fletcher has been hitting it well. Zeta James thought she had an opportunity to get it over that fielder, Henry. A very tall figure in Henry, taking a simple catch over her head in the end.
Well, these are the things that normally affects cricket, and I think that what he should have done and really played the supporting role to Afy Fletcher. Afy Fletcher was the aggressor. She should have been really trying to hit the ball on the ground, turn the strike over to Afy, and then when it comes to the bad deliveries, dispatch them. But she tried and went over the head of the fielder and really fell short of that. And Windwards have lost their 4th wicket unnecessarily.
Yeah, and you also go back to the first delivery in the over, where there probably should have been a single, but the batters weren't aware of it. Zeta James remained on strike, looked to get it over Henry, and perished in the end. So these little things, you look at these little things happening, and they end up playing a big part in the outcome of games.
Yeah, turning down a single at times, you see that in cricket on a regular basis, and then somebody goes out, somebody gets out, and then they say, if I had known, I would have taken that single. That's a similar situation that occurred a while ago, as we called it. Should have been a single. She turned it down, and she lost a wicket in the next delivery. And Windwards are now 48 for 4. Fortunately, Fletcher is still there, but she needs support.
Yeah, Janelia Glasgow, the new batter in now. Another batter that has good history against this team. She'll be hoping that she can come to the party tonight, though. It's a date start from her. Nation into the party. Right away, recently, she's known to be somewhat of a golden arm for Jamaica. Looking to give herself room there on that occasion. Glasgow can't get it away past that fielder. Nicole Campbell.
Well, Nation has just come into the attack. She has picked up the first wicket. No run from her 4 deliveries thus far. So she's keeping things rather tight here for Jamaica. So tight bowling here by Nation. One more delivery to complete her first over. She got a wicket. A maiden over that is with a wicket. Not to be. Oh, full delivery, Stacey, wasn't dealt with. How do you see that one?
Yeah, very full delivery. Probably slipping out of the hand of Nation, and Glasgow just in. Could have gotten off strike in style with that full delivery. Unfortunately for her, she wasn't able to get enough bat onto it. And it's a maiden wicket over from Nation. Windward Islands 48 for 4 after 9 overs.
How competent is Glasgow as a batter, Stacey?
Well, she had, I believe she probably emerged as the leading run scorer for Windward Islands in the recent Super 50 tournament, as a half century as well. In that, she's quite capable with the bat in hand. I think she will fancy herself as a top order batter. She's batted in numerous positions as well for Windward Islands. She's opened the batting at times. She's been up and down the order. Tonight she's in at 6. So it's a case for her to probably come in at 6. Maybe with the idea in mind, I'll say, is to come in at 6 and perhaps look to push on the score with a good platform set. But it's just 9 overs bowled, just 48 runs on the board. So there needs to be more of a partnership building with Afy Fletcher. Let's see how she'll approach it. Glasgow for these remaining 11 overs, if she bats all of them. So Campbell now, the new bowler, left arm orthodox to Fletcher, who's been striking it well since her introduction to the crease.
Yeah, I like her approach, as I said earlier. She's positive. She's not been bogged down when the ball is there to play the shots. Afy has played them. When it is in her era, she plays a shot as well. She have not really done anything rash thus far.
Looking to go down the ground on that occasion. Left arm orthodox coming over the wicket to the right-handed batter. Sweep shot employed there by Afy Fletcher. It won't get to the boundary. Running well is essential. They managed to pick up 2.
Yeah, good batting again by Fletcher, really. Just picking out spots and playing the shots as you see them in so far this evening. She has moved up to 31, so she has remained positive. That is what she has used in this game so far, and it's worked out very nicely for her. She's on 31 from 21. Excellent strike rate.
Brings up the 50 as well for the Windward Islands. Use of the feed, hits it across the line. Can't get it in the gap though. They're looking for 2. Good fielding there on the boundary. Good quick release by Kenisha Ferran to keep it to 1.
Yeah, some good batting here by Fletcher continues. Windwards 51 for 4 in this the 10th over. And she's been joined here by Glasgow, who haven't gotten off the markers yet. She has faced 4 deliveries so far. But Fletcher has been the one who has taken the fight to Jamaica so far in this innings. Jamaica would be hoping to get that wicket as soon as possible. But Fletcher would have other ideas for the Windward Islands. But it's Glasgow's on strike. Just pushes that one up to cover. No run. Just looking for a little room there, Glasgow, seen from my vantage point. Just open up a little bit. There's a deep mid-wicket. There's a square leg as well. Deep square leg. Nobody in the cow corners there. Left arm spin. A back shot, third man, backward point, sweeper, short, extra cover. Long off, mid on. Short mid-wicket. So she's looking to turn it, and there's a dreaded finger. Up goes the finger. Glasgow is gone. LBW, she's not pleased with that one. 51 for 5. And Windwards have lost wicket number 5, that of Glasgow. She's not too pleased with that one, Stacey.
Yeah, halfway mark, halfway stage, 5 wickets down as well. Glasgow looking to turn that one into the leg side. Has been adjudged LBW by the umpire. And it appears as if, well, the ground staff was coming out looking to take a water break, but because of that lengthy rain delay, we won't see that water break that is customary at the 10 over mark.
Well, unfortunately for the Windwards, Glasgow goes back to the pavilion. LBW, Ball Campbell. Not too pleased with that. We'd love to see the replay on that one from our vantage point. Seems to be going down leg with the arm as well. But the umpire is in the position. He made the decision. Windward Islands 51. 51 for 5. So Afy Fletcher, the lone soldier so far. She has carried her bat. She's on 32 from 22. We are now in the halfway mark. This is the first half of this T20 West Indies Women Tournament held here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So Fletcher now is being joined by Fontaine, the wicket keeper out of Dominica. 51 for 5. Campbell continues to bowl here for Jamaica, Nation. She had a maiden wicket. First one, Fletcher is straight into the hands of the fielder, short, extra cover, and oh, misery has fallen on the Windward Islands team here. They are now 51 for 6. Fletcher walks back, sad as ball after ball. You have lost 2 wickets, Keswick Williams. Welcome back.
Not that kind of return. But really good returns for Jamaica. The celebrations were all over the ground nation. It's celebrating all the way Back to Jamaica, I would say. I'm not sure what that celebration is. I'll have to have a conversation with her after. But it's a really good celebration, and the team came in together to celebrate. It's a good team unity. Afy Fletcher have to go. The one that they needed there to probably bat through the innings, because she was the aggressor. She set the pace for this entire innings with the bat. So sad that she has to go. Sort of a loose delivery as well, Martin. A little bit of width. You want to get more bat onto it to go over the infield. Only could have found the fielder there at short cover. She's gone. Nation with the celebration. Definitely have to have a conversation with her after to find out what that celebration is about.
She has 2 wickets in her grasp. That of Afy Fletcher, the chief scorer for the Windward Islands. 51 for 6. That brings Fontaine and Noel to the crease. 2 new batters haven't faced the delivery. Those wickets falling one after the other. The final delivery in the 10th over and the first delivery in the 11th. This one is short delivery, wide signal by the umpire. So Nation having a pretty good spell thus far, picking up those 2 crucial wickets for Jamaica. So readjustments in the field. Nation is outside the awesome. That one is cut nicely through covers. She's called for 1. She's calling for 2. This could be trouble. Oh, good throw from the sweep up boundary. Just falling short of the wicket keeper who didn't catch it cleanly. But 2 runs. 2 runs there to Noel. So good running between the wickets again. We have seen that exhibited between the Windward Islands players. They have done pretty well. Picked up their 2s and 3s. Good running. Fortunately, they have lost 6 wickets in the process here in the first game that they are playing in this tournament, Keswick. Trouble for them.
They will definitely need to do better than that as this tournament progresses. Only the first day, first game for them. Trying to go down the ground, not a lot of power. Henry doing some feeling. Nation looking. She's not too happy with the feeling from her teammate in Henry. But I'm guessing it's just a bit of enjoyment. Not anything too serious. Nation and Henry really close. They have been playing for Jamaica for some years. Nation played as well for West Indies. Henry, as we know, really sparked into stardom this year in the IPL. This one swatted onto mid-wicket, short mid-wicket. Good stop by Watts. But she really played some good innings in the IPL for the Warriors, Martin. Scored probably one of the fastest half centuries in IPL as well. So she's really an impact player. Heard Stacey and talk about her earlier. She's one of those players that you would want in your team, that all-round ability with the bat and the ball and in the field as well. This one short, pulled out to mid-wicket. Good strong throw. Not directed, but a good strong throw.
They finally got those 2 runs.
Well, they were aiming all night. They were looking for it, Martin. As if to say, who's going to make the bad throw? They did make the bad throw in the end, giving the Windward Islands another run. This is not something that Skipper Williams would like. Need to be better than that, Jamaica. When you have a lion down, you got to keep them down.
Yeah, they had a life. They breathed for a while. With Fletcher at the crease. Fletcher has gone back now to the pavilion, and it's now 57 for 6. Jamaica really on top of this game here. Final game for the first day. Had a long day at Tarnisville here, Keswick. Under the lights now. Breathing some sign of relief, Keswick.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Been here since 9 o'clock. Probably might leave at about 10:30, 11. But it's okay. It's all in good spirit. It's cricket. Cricket here at Arnisvale, and something that we have been longing for ever since the World Cup. We have been packed with a lot of cricket here in St. Vincent. We just finished the VPL, wide delivery from Campbell. We just finished the VPL, and that was remarkable, Martin. Pretty sure that you enjoyed that. Don't really want to talk about the VPL too much because this is CWI cricket, but at the end of the day, it's a good shot. Down to the deep square leg boundary. Wouldn't get a boundary though, just a single. At the end of the day, the VPL is also a product to make West Indies cricket better, Martin, because you will find players from these sort of tournaments. Semi-professional league here in St. Vincent. If you never heard of it, take a look.
$59 for 6, Jamaica against the Windward Islands. Windwards at home, Jamaica. Bustling with confidence. This one is in the air again. Somebody will take the catch. They do. Wicket number 7. 56 for 7, Windward Islands.
Celebrations galore from Campbell. Henry is not going to drop that catch. Easy catch there. A slower delivery that time, getting nowhere close to that Fontaine. Henry is not going to drop that catch. Too easy. Easy peasy, Henry says, and the celebrations came out. Always a fun thing when the Jamaicans are playing because you always see some sort of celebration that you have never seen before. This time from Campbell, picking up our second wicket. The score is now 59 for 7. Windward's looking close to getting bowled out here for a very low total. They have to be careful.
$59 for 7, Windward Islands. Won the toss and elected to bat. I think you're very much disappointed with the effort so far. Fletcher really set Arnisvale alight. She was the only one who brought some impetus into this innings. What she had was to go. Beautiful catch, short extra cover. So another good delivery, stifled appeal by Campbell. So Fontaine has been, Cherry and Noel is at the crease. Cherry's on strike. Fontaine was just dismissed. This one is a short one. Is pulling square leg. Not really timing it properly. Picks up another single. Score moves up now to 60 for 7.
I wish we could get back that first delivery that she faced. She didn't even get to the pitch of the ball. She just stayed in the position and just pushed her bat outside. But it's her debut, so she'd want to get some good returns on her debut.
So Windwards are asking all their low order to take them through the rest of the innings. They have another 8 overs to go. But they have lost 3/4 of their batting though.
Can they bat those 8 overs, Martin? That's the question.
Do they have the ability to do so? Tailenders. That brings over number 12 to an end. 60 for 7. Noel is on 4 and Cherry's on 1. And Campbell has bowled 2 overs so far. She picked up 2 for 6.
I've seen some good bowling today, Martin. Some really good figures. Henry still have 2 overs left. Watts have 2. Nation still have 2. Really the premier bowler in this lineup. Nation with ball in hand again. Delivered 2 good overs before. So always a fun time with Jamaica team. Whenever they are playing cricket, they believe in having fun. Enjoying their cricket is what they do. Just finding the edge this time is Cherry. Not really getting enough bat onto it. Don't think that she's getting to the pitch of the ball really, Martin. It's just a stand and waff at it. She needs to get to the pitch. Finding the edge again is Cherry. She's finding the edge a lot. Score moves on to 61. She's playing with a straight bat on rehearsal. And this is something that she needs to do whenever she's batting. That's more like it, playing with a straight bat. Is Noel. It's more like it, Noel. But you like the approach here from Nation, how she bowls. Going across the line again, down to the fine leg region. Just a single. Looking at the Jamaica team, look like a fit bunch here, Noel. Martin.
I think they are well marshaled. They know their cricket. As you say, they have seen a bunch of players. So there's not much you have to tell them how to do it and when to do it. So I think everybody's like their captain, good delivery from Nation again outside the house. She has picked up 2 wickets, 2 very good wickets, 2.5 overs so far for just about 7 runs, with a maiden included. So that completes over number 3. And she has 2 for 7.
I'm pretty sure of one thing, Martin. The umpires will never, ever have an issue with the turnaround. Overs are finishing fast. The fielders, they are running around. Wilmot is moving from long off to long off, which is good. We saw that earlier today from Anisia Mohammed, moving from mid-wicket to mid-wicket. Swept down to the deep square leg boundary. Nation doing chase. Really good work. Really good work from Nation. And there's something about certain players on the field whenever you see them work. You could see some international pedigree in these players, whether they run for the ball, whether they bat, whether they bowl. You can see a slight difference in terms of the level of their cricket.
As you said earlier, this is a well-oiled machine, this Jamaican team. They've been together for a pretty long time, so they have learned their cricket, they have learned their art, their crafts, and they're just executing in the way that they ought to.
I just have a question for you here, Martin. Do you think that the Windwards team and the Leewards team is at a disadvantage in terms of being together, training together for a longer period of time, knowing that it's different countries? For Windward Islands, it's either you're in St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Dominica, or Grenada. Trying to go big, and that could be a splendiferous catch. Campbell doing the job. No celebration this time. You don't have to celebrate for everything. The catch alone can tell you that she is a wonderful cricketer. Picking up another wicket is Campbell. Diving catch there, Martin. Really good work, bowl and caught. Look at the celebration. Not a lot. A team that is packed with celebration. Really nowhere to really hit that there. It wasn't a ball to go back on the back foot with. Didn't really get a lot of baton to it. An easy catch, I would say, for Campbell. She makes it look easy. Jamaica, they're really dominating this game, 63-8.
Well, Jamaica are playing like true champions. Windward Islands really struggling here to get a total on the board, 63-8. Really tight bowling here by Jamaica. They field well as well. Kept things very much in their circle as Campbell continues to bowl well. Gilbert joins Noel. Windward 63-8, struggling.
It is something that I've noticed throughout the day. All these batters, especially the lower order batters, they look to play everything on the onside. Wide delivery from Campbell. They look to play everything on the onside, even when it is straight. So anything on the line of the stump is played on the onside, nothing really straight. Apart from Campbell from Guyana, the skipper. She used her feet well, hit the ball down the ground. I was impressed with that. But apart from that, everyone else that I've saw today, anything on the line of the stump is being played on the onside. Nothing going straight. There you see it for yourself. Noel going over mid-wicket. Into the boundary for 4. Well-needed 4 for the Windward Island team.
Because you asked a question prior to the end of this over where we have the difficulty in the Windward Islands. I put it as the same as the West Indies team, where you have the different islands, the make of the different islands, and all the islands now, you have a team being selected from each island, from different countries, and they come together as one. It's rather difficult to have all those people together, rather than have 15 Jamaicans, 15 Trinidadians. They gel even better. Different countries, different culture, not because we're from the Caribbean, but water separates us, and we have different beliefs and so on. So it's always a difficult task to put a West Indies side together, and always a difficult task to have a Windward Islands and a Leeward Islands team together. Everybody have their own individualism. As we continue to see some good cricket being played by Jamaica, they're playing as champions. And to assemble a team in Jamaica, it's easier for me, in my opinion, and than to get a team here from Windward Islands, which is Grenada, Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines. Somebody have to leave their home. All the Jamaicans are still at home. Trinidadians are still at home. Barbadians are still at home. But the Windward Islanders have to leave somewhere to come to somewhere. So it becomes a little bit uncomfortable at times and difficult, expensive.
The reason for my question again is when you look at the Jamaica team, they look like they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner together, so they understand each other. They understand their rules. Hence, they are the champion of this tournament. And they're playing like champions. You could see the camaraderie between each other. They celebrate together. Playing like true champions.
Oh, I think another wicket has gone. Chipped down the wicket, missing it completely, and she's gone out stump. Easy come, easy go. 71 for 9. Windwards in some serious trouble here. And really, just about 14 overs bowled, Keswick. They will be bowled out. Seems like they'll be bowled out before 20 overs.
And this would not be good for them, especially when it comes to net run rate, because it may play a part in the back end of the tournament. Jamaica is doing pretty well, probably picked up at least 2 bowling points already in this game.
I don't think the Jamaicans have done anything special here to get to bowl out the Windward Islands team. I think the Windward Islands team has really succumb to pressure and also played some pretty bad shots. The selections have been very poor in respect of the way that they batted. And it seemed like they didn't really have a plan in respect of how they come out and approach this game after winning the toss and electing to bat.
You have to do a better showing if you want to bat. Win the toss, decide to bat, there must be a better showing.
Fletcher was the only one who came and looked like she wanted to really do something with the bat until she got out. From there, everything fell down. And from there on in, Jamaica has taken control of the game. They are now 71 for 9, Jamaica. Just another poetry wicket here to get to bowl the Windward Islands out. Another good delivery there by Watts. Watts has picked up 3 wickets for 15 runs in our 3 overs. Nothing special per se. Just plain normal cricket. Bowling your lines and your lengths.
Tell you what, she's in St. Vincent and we do use 220 watts here. So she's working on that. Good wattage from her. Throughout this game, 3 wickets, 15 runs, as Kenai Martin rightly mentioned. Henry is back. No surprise there. Trying to finish things now. You have to bring a feeler in. So there's a deep mid wicket to long off. Long on. Well, they're changing it. No, they're not. So it's a sweep. A long off. A long on, sorry. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg. Williams just adjusting the field a little bit, moving that feeler at point to third man, short third man that is. And the 2 feelers on the leg side boundary is being shifted. Bowling that one a little bit straighter is Henry. Just push down the ground from Noel. Just a single though. As we welcome Stacey back into the box. How are you, Stacey? Good night. I've been telling you good evening all day, but it's night now. Good night to you.
Good night to you as well, Kesrick. My stay might be short here. Just 1 wicket remaining for Jamaica to wrap this innings up. And the captain has gone back to her key strike bowler. Hasn't picked up a wicket yet, Chanel Henry, but she's asking her to finish things off here as quickly as possible.
Fuller length delivery pushed out to point, no run. Good work by Nation. I must say she has been doing pretty well in the field. It's Nation. Really close friends with Fabian Allen. Usually changed with Fabian Allen when he was living there in Jamaica. Another Fuller delivery. Looks like it's going down leg. Good decision by umpire. Even Henry acknowledged the fact that it was going down the leg side.
Yeah, definitely tailing down the leg side there, Henry. But she's trying to get it as full as possible. Just to hit those stumps or get the batter in front of those stumps LBW. So good plans here from Henry. Nicely driven there by Holly and Charles. She gets off the mark.
Finding the edges, Henry dropped by skipper Williams behind the stump. Thick edge. Really should have been taken.
Yeah, she's done a lot of things right in this over, Henry. Just no luck going her way in the end. Fuller delivery to Holly-Ann that was tailing down the leg side, producing the edge for Noel, and a drop catch. So one more ball now to try and close it out now here for Henry.
That's a lovely shot through extra cover. Good work out there on the boundary. Fila is out there in a little bit of a pain. I'm not sure if she's okay. Physio running out. I hope it's not that serious. A diving effort from her out there on the boundary. I'm hoping she's on his back. I'm hoping that everything is okay with her. A little bit of a breather here for the Windward Islands team. So they're on 76 for 9. Charles and Noel at the crease. They would love to probably bat out the 20 overs. If they do get to bat out the 20 overs, they would score about 95 or so. From what we have seen here today, Stacey, 95 may be a okay total, but knowing the Jamaica lineup, their batting lineup, is it enough? You might be able to answer that question a little bit better.
I think they don't want to get more than 95 Windward Islands. They're not in a position to do that. The best they can hope for, as you mentioned, is just batting out the 20 overs, not getting bowled out. So Abigail Bryce, the fielder there that was done. After fielding that ball, he's back up now. Played in that under-19 World Cup as well, Abigail Bryce. Yeah, so just try and bat the remaining 24 balls and see how close they can get to 100 runs. Just one wicket remaining. What we saw there in that over, the captain brought back her pacer, but it seems like Holly and Charles, she favored the pace, getting in correct positions, driving it. Didn't look so sure when she was facing the spinner.
And it's something that I've noticed today as well. Mostly all the lower order batters prefer batting the pace, Stacey, and not the spin.
Noel now on strike. She's 12 off 11 deliveries. How does she look to play this over from Watts? Her last over coming up. She's already picked up 3 wickets. It'll be important for her as well, the last wicket pair. If she's capable to try and see off Watts and not expose Holly and Charles to her in this over. Swinging it around to the leg side and gets a single. So Charles now on strike.
Just 1 wicket to get to end the innings. Jamaica. Power down the ground. Wouldn't get to the boundary though. Wilmot doing work down there. Looks like a fit young lady. She has been running from long off to long off, which is really good. Watts bowling her last over. Looking for her 4th wicket.
Yeah, you mentioned you're having a conversation with Martin earlier about Jamaica team and being together logistically wise. And that's one of the things I've noticed with them on the field. They've identified those fielders very early who will be riding the boundary. Kate Wilmot, she has been on the boundary all the time. Abigail Bryce as well. Nation at times. And Henry has certainly been one of their boundary fielders. It's something I've noticed from them in this inning so far. Looking to give herself some room there, Holly. Missing that one to end the over. The Windward Islands are 79 for 9. 3 overs remaining.
Henry to continue. She haven't really picked up any wickets this game, but you'll be happy with the returns that she got from this game. Skipper will be very happy with that. Just gone for 10 runs. Hitting that one down the ground is no run.
She's looked very assured in her innings so far, Noel. Striking the ball well. Her timing has been good. She's 14 currently off, 16 deliveries.
Slower delivery from Henry. Something that we know that she can do pretty well. Bowling in the back end, bowling in the depth.
Also good to see her completing her quarter of overs, or full 4 overs.
This could have been a run out. A bit sloppy there from Wilmot. You would expect better from her, knowing that she's one of the better fielders, not the best of chose. Could have been a run out there, but the Windward Islands survived. Charles and Noel is still there.
Yeah, there was a mix-up between the two batters. The throw was high, yes, but she also took a long time to release it. Had she thrown it right away, even if it was that high, certainly would have seen the run out there for the Windward Islands. Yeah, Charles, that last wicket partnership, sometimes it could be a nagging one, and it's actually a no ball because of the field. There were 5 fielders out when there should have been 4. So Holly and Charles has a chance to swing her arms.
Oh boy. How much you need the boundary? Umpire asking them to get the ball up off the ground.
I was just saying, Kesrick, how nagging it is to have that last wicket pair in the middle, and it's 2 overs in and you still can't get one of them out, just to wrap things up quickly.
I know how that feels. Trying to go hard at that one. Just only could find Nation, who's at backward point. It's Charles. But I do understand how frustrating it could get when you blow through that top order. And those 2 batters in the end putting up a fight. I never really put up a fight, I could tell you that.
Kesrick, and another error from Jamaica. This time buys. So they keep on missing it. So we're seeing some errors at the back end of the innings here from Jamaica. They want to wrap this up quickly, and instead you're seeing some fight from this last wicket pair. And you're talking about not showing fight. I've heard you brag about how great of a batter you were, Kesrick.
Stacey, I'm really good in the nets. Swing again, down to the fielder. At long off, a mistake again.
Yeah, this is
just 2 though.
Yeah, when it should have been 1, really. Another fumble, and Henry, unable to pick up a wicket tonight, Good returns though, 15 deliveries for Henry, 14 runs and 4 overs, but just no wicket in that right-hand column. Should have had one though, not to be. But again, we've seen a number of errors in that over. There was a no ball, there were byes, and then a fumble on the boundary, which saw the batters coming back for 2. And importantly, it has Noel on strike, who looks to be more assured with the bat compared to Holly and Charles.
If you could get a little glimpse of that bowling card again, it shows how much bowlers bowl dot balls into double figures. One bowler bowled 17 dot balls. We saw that this morning in the first game, 66 dot balls was bowled against the Leeward Islands.
Nation to bowl the penultimate over. 85 runs, 9 wickets down.
Speaking of dot balls, 15 from Nation. Let's make that 16, Stacey.
Yeah, certainly a lot of dots. It's an area that we've spoken of about today quite often. It's what we've seen, the template from most of the teams. Looks to go down the ground and cleans her up. On that occasion, Noel looking to go big, looking to take it straight down the ground, missing it. And Nation finishes things off here for Jamaica. Windward Islands dismissed for 85.
Really good work here from Jamaica, showing dominance in this first game against the Windward Islands. 85 all out. The skipper rotated her bowlers well. They field well, probably the best feeling we have seen for the day. A little bit of mistakes, but I would understand the reason for it. On a couple of occasions, they were caught sleeping, but well done from the skipper, rotating the ball as well. They have a chance now to come out because the momentum, as we mentioned, finished in their half. So they have a chance to come out now and score this 86 runs and winning their first game as champions here in the 2025 CWI Women T20 Blaze here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We'll be right back here to continue this lovely game. Second innings here in St. Vincent. See you soon.
Ta 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 ta.
Yes, welcome back here in this Cricket West Indies T20 Blaze. Women's tournament, Jamaica dismissed Windward Islands for 85 runs, only facing 18.3 overs. Two opening batters, Rashada Williams, and looks to be Jodie Morgan at the other end. I recognize her with that calm stance that she has, just leaning on her bat, well relaxed. Jodie Morgan, as always. Yeah. So to start things off here for the Windward Islands, you have Janelia Glasgow with ball in hand. And to kick things off with me here in the commentary box, Mr. Kenroy Martin.
Well, good evening. Welcome back to Annisville playing field. Late in the evening, Windward Islands versus Jamaica. Windward Islands been skittled out for 86, and Jamaica here are ready to take on the challenge of getting to that total of 86. How well would they do it? Left to be seen. Would the Windward Islands upset the defending champions? All to play for. All to play for. As I say, Stacey, you can't dance a yard. You have to dance a yard before you dance abroad.
Well, Jamaicans are dancing abroad at present in the Windward Islands home turf. They have dismissed them for 85. You'll say that's a low score given the batting talent in this Jamaica team. Their skipper, she amassed a total of 183 runs in last year's T20 Blaze. Leading run scorer then. Right away, she's off the mark. Tucked on to the onside. Brings Morgan on strike.
So first delivery. Just tucked off your hips there for a single. Williams. Janila Glasgow. Operating. It's done pretty well for the Windward Islands. Umpire having a chat with, seems to be Morgan. Not too sure what the discussion is about. Did she leave the field, Stacey, at any time?
No, it appears to be something with her gloves. I see that she took them off. You know that there are some rules in this tournament in terms of, you know, the colors and so on that you're wearing. She had on some maroon gloves. We see some white ones coming out now. So that was the conversation for sure. Let's see if it pleases the umpire now. Yes, he seems to be backing off. So we are ready to start again. Glasgow into Morgan, and right away putting back to ball is Morgan. You come to expect that of her. She gets off the mark with 2.
Yeah, that one is in her half, and she really threw the kitchen sink at that one, smashing it through mid-on, picking up 2 runs, 3 to Jamaica. Aggressive mode Morgan. Told that she's an aggressive player, and that was shown from the first shot that she played in this innings. Threw mid-on for 2. Similar. What is this?
Yeah, again, similar shot play, this time not up. They adjusted the field. Jafina Joseph was told to come more to her left. That ball just went straight through her, allowing Morgan to get a single, which should have been stopped. Driving in nicely through the covers, but just a single from Williams. Good signs from her very early. They've sent someone back on that mid-wicket fence. So you have mid-wicket and deep third out. Goes in the direction that the fielder was just in. She was much more square. She was placed straighter. And she plays the ball there, Judy and Morgan. So looking to get things going, not looking to be bogged down at all. Morgan, they quickly raced on to 7 without loss, Jamaica.
Well, free-flowing batsman is Morgan, seems to be very adept of playing those attacking shots. So Glasgow has to be very careful as to where she go about her business tonight. Seems to be loving the onside as well. I think she needs to just have that ball a little further outside the off stump. Trying to bowl a little too close to Morgan. Better length, better line. Heard me.
Yeah, she heard you and she listened well. Much better delivery to close things out. Jamaica, they are 7 without loss.
Yeah, good start for the Jamaicans here. Morgan looking very aggressive. She's on 5 from 4 deliveries. Williams is on 2 from 2. And really, you said Williams was the key batter in the tournament, scoring the most runs last year. And Morgan is lending support, really. She's more of the aggressive type. Windward Islands, from the unit I've seen, is a less experienced team. Pretty young one as well, Stacey. So it would take a little bit more time to get into this game.
Yeah, very young outfit, Windward Islands. They do have some experience, though, yes, in Afy Fletcher. The Karina Noel has played a number of games as well for the Windward Islands. But a very young team in terms of matches played. And you've seen this as well in the tournament. A number of these teams have a number of young players incorporated in their squad. Jamaica have the likes of Abigail Bryce, under 19 player. Also Nicole Campbell, very young. But still a lot of experience compared to what the Windward Islands have. Zayda James to start. That's bang on target from her. We're hoping that she can continue that line of attack to Rashada Williams.
Yeah, good start there by James, just on the off stump, hitting the inner portion of the bat and chickling out to mid wicket. Good start by her.
Yeah, driving nicely, Rashada Williams. If you look at the runs that she accumulated in the T20 Blaze last year, she didn't hit a single 6. Picked up 24s in a mass in 183 runs. And she goes along the carpet well. That time an edge, inadvertently played, won't get to the boundary door, but they pick up 2.
Yeah, a flighty delivery outside the off stump. She went to drive it through the offside, hitting the outer portion of the bat and running down to third man. But what is very impressive here that she's playing with a full face. Full face of the bat on the offside.
Yeah, you still also want to see some aggression in the captaincy. Want to see a slip employed. You are hunting up wickets if you are to win this game. There you go again. Edge found this time much flatter. But they end up picking up 2 more runs.
Yeah, from what we have seen, as you said, that to be a little bit more aggressive. She doesn't have a third man. She has a backward point. The way that she's bowling needs a third man. Yeah, you can cut those off. So 4 runs have gone within those areas. Now they are moving the fine leg, the short fine leg over to third man. Better move, better ployed by the captain. Have 2 deep mid wickets. And she's bowling on the off stump. That's something to think about.
One was bowled much quicker. Hit through that gap again. Fielders give chase. He just hauled it in front of the boundary. Just 2 more runs again. The 6 runs coming in that over. 2s throughout. And Jamaica move up to 13 without loss.
Yeah, what has happened there is that the bowlers are bowling in the areas that the batters would love to have it. Full, just outside the off stump. See Morgan placing that gap on 2 occasions. Squeezing a couple of deliveries down to third man. Quicker deliveries, and Williams, who have not faced the spinner. She looked at everything from the other end. Jamaica has rushed up to 13 without loss in 2 overs. So good batting here by these 2 Jamaicans, just keeping things ticking over. But not much risk at all.
A change of bowling now from the administrative centre end. Karina Noel replacing Janelia Glasgow. 7 runs coming from that first over. So Windward Islands in hunt for wickets. They're changing things around, looking to see which bowler can give them that breakthrough that they desire so much. Fumbling my words there a bit, Martin. The effect of being here all day.
I tell you. All day. Oh.
This one is in the air. Fielder getting under it. Oh, she puts it down. She made such a good effort to get to it. Had the hands outstretched, bounced in her hand and bounced straight out. Afy Fletcher, she definitely think that she should have taken that catch. Actually, it fell through her hands.
Missed everything completely.
Yeah, it looked like she got really close to it. She made a good effort to get there. So almost picking up a wicket on that occasion, Karina Noel to start. And so far, the 2 deliveries on the line of the off stump, we've seen that line and length be successful for most of the bowlers in this tournament so far today.
Yeah, just need to shift a little further outside the off stump. Bowl just on about 4th, 5th stump. Can't bowl the ball too close to the batter. You'll get smacked like that.
Yeah, badly lined. The error ball came too straight. Too much on the line of the leg stump, rather. And Rashada Williams, she has batting pedigree, and she will put that away aptly, as she did.
Yeah, easy shot on the legs. No backward square. Just flicked it off his legs, and he ran off the face of the outfield for 4. Score rush up to 18. And Jamaica off to a flyer here.
And an edge this time. Looked to be intentionally played, actually. Just looking to guide it through that area. Don't think she meant to get it that fine, but she still managed to pick up 2. Yeah, intentionally played there from Rashada Williams.
Yeah, as you see, the scoreboard keeps ticking over. What is important for Jamaica, they have scored off of almost every delivery been bowled to them so far. In the other innings, we've seen a lot of dot balls being bowled, but the Jamaicans have scored basically off of every delivery. We're into over number 3, and they're already 20.
And she's been playing with the field, Rashada. Third, deep third is in, not on the boundary, and a short third man. And with the width offered on that occasion, the delivery before, she decided she'll capitalize on that side. It's good thinking from her so far. This one is up, and it's over. Afy Fletcher at that time. So really good connection there from Rashada Williams to pick up another boundary in this over. 11 runs coming from it. Jamaica rushes up to 24 without loss after 3.
Yeah, some positive batting here by these 2, Williams and Morgan for Jamaica. And the Windward Islands bowlers are really faltering here. They are bowling the ball too close to the batter. They need to use their 4th stump, 5th stump area. They are bowling it on the legs, easy shots, pitching it up too far. And easy shots being made there by the Jamaicans. Not doing much, just sitting back in the crease, and they are just picking up the runs bit by bit. They are bowling within the areas for the Jamaicans. Williams love to go. Morgan, free-flowing batter. You have to make them come to you. Can't just be bowling the ball in their areas. They would smash it around the park. And they have done that successfully so far, 24 without loss.
Yeah, so James to continue to Morgan. It's a really good start from Jamaica so far in the power play. Yeah, and it's continuing, just getting it over the infield. The fielders give chase, they'll pick up an easy 2.
The lengths, the lines, they have to readjust those. Use the wicket. Bowl the ball back at the length. Put it forward outside the off stump. Be defensive in your bowling. They've just been a little bit too attacking to the batters. And they're paying a penalty for such.
This one is high in the air. Noel is under it. Oh, she puts it down. Not a sight you want to see from a Windward Islands perspective. After the way Jamaica has come out and the chance to get that first wicket, but a simple catch goes down in the end.
And you see the difference there is the line and the length. Pulling it back, giving it a little bit of air, and Carter, and unfortunately the fielder spilled it. And there goes a chance go begging.
Too full that time, with an offer as well. The fielder gives chase, she'll challenge the boundary. She pulls it in that time. Another 2. Yeah, so this is good batting from Jamaica and Rashada Williams. Just looking to get it over the infield. The field is up on the offside. On the offside, the bowler is bowling. It's a left-arm orthodox spinner, so you know there's less risk in trying to hit it to the offside. So good batting from Rashada.
That's a better line and length. You have 2 persons deep on the onside. So there's where you want to be bowling. Back of length, just on the middle and off stump. Not too far outside the off stump. Better delivery.
Yeah, she's 20 off 15, Rashada, with no fuss at all. Lots of 2s. Looking to take it to the leg side that time. Gonna make a great connection. So a dot to finish off the 4th. Jamaica 29 without loss.
Well, immediately after she changes her line and length, she bowls 3 dot deliveries. Bowling those deliveries on the stump, back her length, not too far up in the crease for the batters, and she have done it successfully in the last 3 deliveries. The others were just a little bit too wide outside the off stump, too close to the batter, and give them width as well. And they really made use of those deliveries and picked up runs off of those loose deliveries bowled there by James. 29 without loss.
Yeah, good to see the adjustment coming from her after realizing that, hey, maybe I'm a bit too full and a bit too wide. As you mentioned, just a bit too attacking, searching rather, looking to pick up a wicket. Doing the right things at the end. Should have had a wicket, not to be. So change of bowling once more. Karina Noel is out of the attack. Afy Fletcher, leg spinner, into the attack.
Well, the situation is calls for Afy Fletcher, the most experienced bowler, the most attacking bowler, wicket-taking bowler as well. So, when you have those sort of people in your team and you have scores of 80 odd, you have to have them all into your attack. Over number 4, number 5, Afy Fletcher into the attack. Need some wickets here.
Morgan, watchful to start. over the years, a number of teams, what they tend to do to Afy Fletcher, unless she bowls a really innocuous delivery, they look to just kind of play her out, see her off. There's an appeal for stumping from Fontaine, knocked out, says the umpire.
See, immediately Stacey and that Afy Fletcher length and line has been much different to the other bowlers. She have given the ball some air, and it's way just on the off stump or just outside the off stump. The batsman have to make those shots. She have to come to those deliveries. So no room at all, and she's bowling just within that arc. Fletcher.
That's experience for you there, Martin. This time a bit fuller, a bit straighter as well to Morgan, and she loves to go straight. Great connection on that one. Adjustment as well from Morgan, getting a lot closer to that delivery.
Yeah, can't bowl those lines and length to Morgan. Free-flowing batsman, she plays those shots. Have to be a little bit further outside the awesome and a length, just a little bit back a length for Morgan. Let her come to you. Don't go to her. She would have your ball around the park. 33 without loss.
This time it's high, it's in the air. Can the fielder take the catch? Yes, she does. And Karina Noel, a bit of a reprieve. Picking up that wicket, taking that catch of Judy and Morgan, which she should have done in the over before. But Afy Fletcher accounts for that wicket of Morgan, who was striking it quite well. 13 of 11 deliveries. Judy and Morgan has to go back. 33 for 1 now, Jamaica.
Yeah, just a change in line and length, and that did the job there for Fletcher, bowling it just a further back and causing Morgan to really go for it. That's how she plays. And she finds the hand of Noel, who actually took a catch in this innings. She spilled one before. Have you said, she have redeemed herself and took that catch to dismiss Morgan. It's 33 for 1, and that brings a new batsman Nation into the crease with us. Broad floppy hats on her head, the yellow Jamaican flag, very dominant, yellow and black and green, boasting the yellow and gold, the green and gold and black.
She loves that floppy hat, Nation. Wears it well also. Not quite ready there, Nation. Just pulling out of that delivery.
Yeah, that had some bunks and turn on it as well. Came out of Fletcher's hand really nicely. Dead ball seen by umpire Bayam.
So after the 4, the lengths have been different from Fletcher. And Jamaica, they have a really good start though. It's a long way to go for the Windward Islands if they are to make any impact in this game. Bunks on that occasion. 4 runs coming from that first over for Fletcher. Jamaica 33 for 1 after 5.
Yeah, Fletcher got 32 when she batted, and Noel 15, James got 11, and Watts got 3 for 11, 3 for 18 and 3 for 7. So good bowling here. Campbell picked up 3 for 13. In this inning, Fletcher has 1 for 4 so far. Nation is not out yet to score, and also Williams is not out on 20 from 17. As Stacey makes the exit and Keswick Williams returns to the commentator's booth. It's Jamaica versus Windward Islands in the third game of this West Indies Women's T20 tournament played here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is Cherry taking up the attack for the Windward Islands. Lanky off spinner. First delivery down the leg side. Swept nicely on the ground. Won't get the legs to go to the fence. So she completes two. Nation Watts a third. She's been sent back. So Jamaica off to a flying start here, Keswick. 5 overs completed. They are now 33 for 1. We're into the 6th over.
Well, what I like, they're batting like champions. They're showing the reason why they won this tournament last year, running to the wicket wells, looking to score. The intent to score is there.
It's better line and length there by Cherry, just on the off stump coming in to Williams. Good delivery, good errors as well. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Flight delivery down the leg side, sweep again down to square leg. She's gone for 1, she's coming back for 2. Have to be very careful with those lines and lengths. Has to be just about middle and off, just between that area, based on the field set, Keswick.
Yeah, definitely playing a skipper's knock here, Williams. Playing each ball on its merit. Striking the ball nicely, sweeping it. Good access to the ball as well, good connection whenever she plays her shots.
So Cherry. Better delivery, stands up and just punches it back to her. Dot delivery. Nice crowd in as well this evening.
Not really too surprised with that as well, Martin. Vincentian love their cricket.
Another dot delivery bold. That's a better line and length. Really took the piece off, put some flight on top of it, and Williams was equal to the task. Played it nicely back to her, Cherry. It's lovely to see the people coming out and supporting the cricket, supporting the ladies. Remember, we'll be back here on Friday. This one is outside the off stump, flighted. Well taken by Fontaine there as well. Good wicket keeping. That brings you over to an end. It's now 37 for 1. 6 overs completed.
Probably the best power play we have seen for the entire day. When it comes to batting, Martin.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Seeing some aggression from these batters from Jamaica. Williams, Nation has just joined them. So some lovely shots being played up front. But they have been pulled back here by the spinning attack of Fletcher, who has picked up an early wicket, first over. And things have slowed down drastically here for the Jamaicans. They are now 37 for 1. Beautifully bowled. What's that delivery? Pitch just about leg stump, and it turned and bounced into the keeper's glove of Fontaine, who did a fantastic job of whipping off those bails. What a delivery that is.
Beautiful sight for a leg spinner. Third game on the first day. He did just turn. I would say, Martin, really good sight.
This time is just on the leg stump. Not to show what was happening there. Nation playing it very carefully. So really good bowling here by Fletcher since her introduction. Change her lines and lengths. Causes some trouble here for the Jamaicans. Fletcher. A beautiful delivery. There's a loud appeal, a stomping as well. Umpire shakes his head, but a lovely delivery again from Fletcher. Look at that stump.
Oh, if she had only took the bails off on the first attempt, because of the bounce coming down, she was too far away from the stump. Hence the reason why the hands couldn't reach to get the bails off in time. But good work from Fontaine. I think she has good glove work. Very impressed with what I'm seeing from her so far with the gloves.
Yeah, saw in the warm-ups. Something I've noticed about her. Excellent glove work. Collects the ball sweetly. It's a good move here by Fletcher. Ball is bouncing and turning. Good reinforcement. The slip has now been placed. Beautiful delivery. Well bowled again by Fletcher. And well played by Nation. Good cricket all around. Tense cricket. Scoring a slow down. Flight it outside the awesome. Oh, it bypasses the person what short extra cover. Should have made that a catch really. In my opinion, should be some trouble here, but he gets back there safely. And really, I think that's a chance going and begging there, Keswick.
Yeah, definitely. She should have taken that, Edwards. And you would like to think it's either two things. She's standing in a no man's land area. It's either she's on the 30-yard circle, saving that boundary, or she's inside trying to cut that one off. So I would prefer to see her probably on the edge of the square. Quicker one from Afy Fletcher. So that's the thing about it, Martin. It's either you're on the circle and you're saving that boundary because the females is not really going over the infield. They're hitting the ball hard on the ground. Or you're trying to save that one, or you're in a catching position. Sort of in a no man's land there. If she was back on the edge of the circle, it would have been an easy catch. But a good over from Afy. Really tightening the screws here. They'll need a few overs, like we said, they're going to make a game out of this.
Agreed with you there. Have to have some backup from the other end, Fletcher. But she has a partner with her as well. She has already bowled 2 overs for 6 runs. Picked up that vital wicket. So things are looking rather better here for the Windward Islands, keeping things nice and tight. So Cherry, she has bowled 1 over for 4 runs thus far. Not bad. She needs to do that again here. That one is down the leg stump and she's sweeping nicely. She's gone for 1. Just a slightly heavy outfield here. I've not seen that in a long time, Keswick here at Arnesville. The ball is accustomed to run off the face and into the fence.
It's very surprising. It was a lot quicker. A wrong VPL. Value for your runs. Value for your shots. But it's a lot slower. A lot of the deliveries that's been bowled, bad deliveries that's been hit into the outfield, held up just on the edge.
It's a Cherry. Tall off spinner. I haven't seen that pitcher just bounce or turn from Cherry. She has the height to extract that from the wicket. I've not seen that from her. Fletcher, shorter in stature, does that from the other end. The Nation is on strike. She's 1 from 8.
It's also about putting revs on the ball. We're seeing that from Afy Fletcher because of the experience.
So these two have bowled very well in tandem so far. She's gone for 6 runs in the middle of her second over. Fletcher has bowled 2 overs for 6. Some good tight bowling between these two. Kept the Jamaicans intact. Full delivery this time. Just the one. 42 for 1. Needs another 44 runs here, the Jamaicans. Seem to have a bit of due Keswick.
Expected here at Arnisvale. We're very close to the beach. It's down the ground again, diving effort from Glasgow. Just a singler though. Good stop in the end there from Noel, down there on the boundary. Diving effort from Glasgow there at mid-off.
Again down the leg side, stifled appeal. So that brings you over to an end. And after 8 overs, Jamaica, in reply to the Windward Islands score of 85, they are 43 for 1. With Williams unbeaten 127 and Nation, who have joined her, she's 3 from 10. Fletcher has picked up a wicket so far for the Windward Islands, and she has her partner Cherry, who's doing pretty good thus far.
And it's a change in bowling again. Martin. Charles is with ball in hand. Seamer.
In this situation, Keswick, I would have loved to see Fletcher bowl another over. Really.
And I second that, Martin. I would have really liked to see her bowl in another over. That over that she bowled against Nation put her in a bit of a problem. So you would really like to see your main bowler coming back there and trying to take another wicket. This is the 9th over. You really have nothing to lose, so you need to take wickets.
You had to play it. You must play it in that way. You don't have a lot of runs on the board. 43 to get 9 wickets in hand. You need to get amongst the wickets if you are to make a fight of this game. But the captain has a final say. So Charles will be bowling her first over. She'll be bowling to Nation, who is on strike. She's 3 from 10.
Ball.
Delivery.
Ball. Well, look at that. She's saying, I'm making coffee. Easy, easy work here for me. A change of ball and Holly Charles. The celebration is fantastic, Martin. The Windward Island players picking up their 2nd wicket. Nation, she has to go.
Well, a first delivery, bang on target, hitting the stumps. And really, Charles have proven to be a very good change by the skipper. Right through the defense. And a good breakthrough here for the Windward Islands. They're now 43 for 2. Nation goes back to the pavilion.
Really, really a good wicket here for Windward Islands. Charles on debut as well, Martin. First delivery picking up a wicket. And the celebration. Easy like drinking a cup of tea, she says.
So, first delivery on debut. That's something you would remember. Dismissing the veteran Nation, the Jamaican number 3. That's my first scalp. She would mark that down in her calendar, on her diary, It's a good wicket to get. And that brings Henry into the crease. She's now there with Williams. She's on 27 from 27. And they need another 43 runs to get. Let's see how she goes here. Charles. Good line, good lengths to start here, Keswick.
I tell you what, Martin. There are times when you have a batter at the crease who is batting well and you get their wicket and you feel as though you shouldn't have. Because when you see the batter that is walking out, you're like, did I just make a mistake? Because Henry is someone that could finish a game fast. This one is hit into the mid-wicket side. Just 2 though. But we know the damage she can create. And if she gets going, this 41 can disappear.
I agree with you there, Keswick, but every batter needs to get a start. Magic delivery, a good delivery would get anybody, any good batter. So it's on the day really.
This one cut out to point, in front of point. This one would run away to the boundary. Would it? No. Held up again. Martin, I'm not liking this. This is not what we're accustomed to here at Arnesville.
Really lovely shot by Henry. Pacing the gap. Flying off the inner portion of the field and really just pulling up in front of the boundary. Picking up 2 runs. So Henry is now 4 from 3 deliveries. Score moves up now to 47 for 2. Charles again. This one is pitched up off the edge of Henry's bat down to third man. Fielder comes in, does the fielding. Good return to the wicketkeeper Fontaine. So Charles continue. Final delivery. Full one is smacked down past the bowler. Full delivery. They're asking for a no ball. Umpire will make that decision. No ball signal by umpire by him. Free hit and offer here now. So that dreaded mistake there by Charles. Started well. 7 runs so far from this over. And still 1 more delivery to come. Free hit on offer here for Henry. She has 5 from 4. Williams 28 from 28. Jamaica need another 36 runs to overturn this game. Free hit. And this one is brilliantly bowled there by Charles. Just a single from that delivery. That brings you over to an end. It's 50 for Jamaica, 50 for 2. Henry is on 51 for 2, sorry. That brings you over to an end. 9 overs have been completed. And Williams is on 28 from 28. Henry is on 6 from 5. And they have played pretty well so far, 51 for 2.
I think their batting is really good, Jamaica. Their skipper started it in Williams. And how she has played throughout this innings is really showing a great deal of maturity. Zeta, skipper, decide to come back. Only 2 overs she bowled. If they can see the back of Henry, they would feel a little bit more confident here, even though it's 35 more runs.
Dangerous customer she is, Henry. As you said, stick around for like a couple of more deliveries to 2 overs or so this game could be over. Dangerous customer she is. Yes, they would like to see the back of Henry.
She goes down the ground Didn't get enough leg. Falling between three persons there just outside of the mid-off. This is unbelievable, Martin. Glasgow was coming in, great guns, held back because Afy was getting close. Afy realized that Glasgow is coming close. Glasgow realized Afy is getting close, and everybody held back.
Communication. That should have been Glasgow's catch, really. She should have been calling for it, coming in off the boundary. Unfortunately, nobody communicated, and the catch went a begging.
Well, Glasgow she was really coming in hard. It was her catch at the end of the day. Afy was going backwards. This one just punched out to cover. Just a single. But it should have been a catch, Martin.
Yeah, it really should have been a catch. Should have been a catch to dismiss Henry. She's still there. She moves up now to 8. And William is on 29 from 29 deliveries. Another 32 runs for Jamaica to overhaul that total that the Windward Islands have set for them. And see, skipper continues to bowl well. Another dot delivery in this game, 54 for 2. So another dot delivery there, bowled by James. Keeping things tight. Williams still there. Know that she has a job to do. Good delivery, just turn it to square leg. Love to see the skill being executed there. Williams seems to know her game very well. Her strengths and her weaknesses. So that brings you over to an end after 10 overs. Here they are 55 for 2. 55 for 2. They would take a water break here in the cool evenings in Vincent and the Innings. And as they refresh themselves, we will do that here in the commentator's booth. And we will take a break and be right back to bring you more coverage here in this tournament.
Welcome back here to the Annisville playing field after the drinks break. Jamaica 55 for 2. Cruising, you'll say really. Requiring 31 runs from just 60 deliveries. Holly and Charles picking up her debut wicket. That of Shidi Nation. She's been replaced now by Afy Fletcher, who's bowled exceptionally well. Just picking up the lone wicket. But she's been somewhat unplayable tonight to most of the batters. 2 overs, 6 runs, 1 wicket to her name. Kesrick, Jamaica cruising to victory. Windward Island, have a lot of work to do. Number of drop catches, missed opportunities as well in the field. Something they'll have to work on heading into the rest of this tournament. Fletcher starts on the line of the leg stump, turn away to the onside by Rashada Williams to start things off here after the drinks break. And this is a contest that I want to see. Henry versus Afy Fletcher. Waited on it and just guiding it into that vacant area behind point. Don't mind that from Henry.
Something that the Jamaican batters have been doing pretty well is waiting on the ball, playing it pretty late, especially when it's outside the line of the off stump. Something that we haven't seen all day. They have been getting their singles, and they have been getting their boundaries as well. Stacey rightly mentioned they're marching closer to victory.
It's a loud appeal for WW, but turned down by umpire Afran Bayam quickly as well. I love to see where that delivery pitched and the impact was turned down quite quickly. Driving nicely on that occasion, straight back from Rashada Williams, gets a single. Yeah, if it's Henry, she's a fair strike of the ball. But one area that might be a touch, somewhat of a weakness for her, is that ball going away from her. You saw immediately Zeta into the attack. She offered up a chance that Glasgow and the others weren't able to take. Happy that first delivery from Afy Fletcher, she waited on it and just played it past point.
And it's quite understandable as well from Henry, the way how she's playing. Windward Islands realizing that she don't really like the balls that's going away from her. We saw Zeta took the ball when she came in, and then Afy came back. But there is no rush here, so she's playing very safe, seeing Zeta and Afy off. Afy still have 1 over, just gone for 9 runs in her 3.
Yeah, and what's good to see, as I mentioned, is the different options being used by Henry. She loves to go big, down the ground, long on, long off. Just showing a measure of control in terms of the options available to her to play that delivery going away from her. This one, through the covers, threaded the gap perfectly, but it'll just pick up 2. Mentioned a number of 2s today. Not accustomed to seeing the outfield here at the Annisville playing field. So heavy.
It's a shocker to all of us today with the outfield being so heavy.
Better line delivery there from James, and well played as well from Williams. Played with a straight bat once more.
But I'm really impressed with what I've seen from Williams. Slug sweeping that one out to mid-wicket. Wouldn't get to the boundary. Just one.
Yeah, they looked as though they were coming back for two, but Henry just decided maybe it's not the best option. I see her holding on to her knee as well. Just thinking to herself, she don't think she would have made it back. The throw wasn't the strongest. That's something also, they don't know the strength that the fielder possesses, but now they've seen that. Yeah, I like this from Henry. I'll take this, speaking from a West Indian perspective. Yes, you are a big hitter, power hitter, you strike the ball well, but it's good to see her using, as I mentioned, the different options, walking the ball around, picking up the singles at what will and offer.
Well, she knew the importance of her being to the end. And also for Windward Islands, their two best bowlers, Afy Fletcher and Zeta James. She's finished now. 19 off of 4 overs.
Unlucky Jada James tonight. A drop catch off her bowling and a missed opportunity as well. Fielder running off the boundary. No one collected the ball, so she will count herself unlucky tonight. Our spell is done. 24 runs needed now just from 48 balls. So walk in the park from here on out for Jamaica. And you say that given the position that they're in.
Glasgow is with ball in hand now. Open the ball for the Windward Islands. So she has a job here to do. If they can see the back of Henry, it may swing the game back into, or a little bit back into Windward Islands off. They need to get her out.
Yeah, badly line to start though. And Henry will certainly put that away with ease. Not a good start from Glasgow. Too short and also badly lined.
Not the best of starts. Not what your captain would want. Standing down there at long on. Badly lined delivery from Glasgow. Henry will know a lot of Glasgow. Both play for West Indies together. Actually just came back from the World Cup qualifier in Pakistan. So she would play a lot with Glasgow, especially in the nets as well.
A better delivery there from Glasgow. Fuller length, Yorker length delivery. Just not on the line of the stumps. Yeah, lots of rags out, lots of ball wiping. There was some rain around. You wonder if there's dew. I believe there is. And the Windward Islands, they won the toss. Curious decision, opting to bat first. So loud appeal for caught behind. Better. Two good follow-up deliveries after being played away for a boundary. Good take as well from Fontaine behind the stump. Umpire said he didn't hear anything. Fielders not too happy by that decision. Bowler, Glasgow and Fontaine. And he's in the best position. Umpire Byam.
That's the reason why he's in pink. We're sitting here in white, Stacey. But Glasgow need to do something special here for her team. The leg stump, just one. Leg by call. Just wondering why they're allowing the ball to be thrown on the ground. The grass is a little bit wet because of the rain that fell, so they need to keep the ball up. Again on the line of the leg stump. Wide this time, it looks like.
No, not called a wide. Look to have been clipping that pad of Rashada Williams.
Yeah, definitely. No wide signal. Just need to fix the line up a little bit. Looking to fall away at the crease as well. This Glasgow need to stay a bit more upright.
The line hasn't really troubled the batters. She's getting the length where it needs to be, but the line is just not right. If she finishes that over, 5 runs coming from it in the end. Jamaica 67 for 2 after 13. They're searching around Windward Islands, just looking at the options that they have out there. Amir Gilbert now is being used. And perhaps they're already thinking, you know, there's 19 more runs to get. You might as well use all the options that you have. It's also a way to future-proof the team for the rest of this tournament. You get to see the form of the bowlers. You'll get to see which bowlers you can use in certain situations. That's one positive to take out of this game for the Windward Islands so far, that all of the bowlers that they have, Nerissa Crafton hasn't bowled as yet. Don't think she'll mind that she opens the batting. Yeah. But they've given the opportunities to their bowlers. Amia Gilbert, new bowler introduced, off spinner, very slow through the air, usually how she operates. Fletcher does have one more over, yes. Jamaica just require 19 runs. Play through the covers. Yeah, Zeta runs for it. No, she realizes that, yes, it's going to slow up. Usually that will run away for 4. You just have to chase it and fetch it to send it back into the bowler. Instead, it's just 2 more runs for Henry, who's saying to herself, why do I need to be doing so much running out here after timing one through the cover so well?
It was actually crunched by her. Again through the same spot. Zeta doing chase, this time full run. Another double.
Unbelievable. She's shaking her head. She's saying to herself, wow, how hard do I have to hit this ball for it to go to the boundary?
You can see the frustration here from Henry sinking in. We know that she's a good time off the ball. 2 good shots through extra cover. Now the skipper asking Charles to go out on the sweet boundary. This time go straight down the ground. Another single. probably wondering, how do I have to just hit sixes here?
Maybe she didn't need to do that, Henry. Striking the ball quite well. Not able to get it to the boundary. No fault of hers, though. Yeah, lots of wiping of that ball.
Punch down the ground again. Just a single. Down to Glasgow. I must say, I like the approach of Gilbert and how she moves in terms of her approach to the crease and her bowling. This one finding the gap through backward of point. Wouldn't get to the boundary. The thing about it, Stacey, what I don't mind the ball slowing up at the end of, like, reaching to the boundary, but it's giving me a full stop, and that is where the problem is. Just need to cut the grass a bit. On the edge, it's just a bit too heavy.
Yeah, not allowing the batters to get full value for their shots. We've seen some really good shots played by Henry and a number of the batters today that couldn't get to the boundary. We've seen a lot of twos run tonight, though. 8 runs coming from that, over 6 of them twos.
A lot of twos tonight. Even today, earlier, Stacey, not just tonight. This one lying on the leg stump, just flicking that one out to mid-wicket is Williams. Picks up 2 again.
Yeah, we will lament on it, really, about the outfield, because it's not what we're accustomed to seeing. It's quite surprising to us as well.
Because of the slow nature of the outfield as well, fielders on the boundary need to come in. Probably take a 5 off the boundary. Ball is not getting that quick to them.
Yeah, that's a good observation. You look at Holly and where she's standing. She's standing good distance away from the boundary. The only thing, though, if Henry is able to power one through that area, it will sail all the way over her head.
Striking that one down the ground this time is Henry. Playing a really nice role here for her skipper. Skipper don't need to do anything fancy. She just need to get the job done. Easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Another single.
Yeah, and that is very important. It's the value of going deep in a T20 innings. Yes, sometimes some of the batters, they get in their head that it's T20, I need to keep going hard, but there is value in accumulating runs in the middle period and taking it as deep as possible for your team. You saw that today with Vincent and Cooper when they batted, and I mentioned it, Kesrick. It's almost as if I telegraphed it. I mentioned how far off the boundary Holly Charles was, and there you see the execution coming from Henry. Gets it over Holly and Charles' head.
You mentioned it earlier, a couple of deliveries ago. Now she's back on the edge. Now she's on the boundary. You just have to understand who you're doing it to. For Williams, it's fine. But you also have to understand when you're feeling on the boundary and someone like a Henry is batting, you need to be right back on the boundary. You have to understand. A slower delivery this time from Glasgow. Picking up the wicket of Henry. Is it a little too late? Definitely.
And just 2 more runs required for victory. Henry looking to finish it with a big hit down the ground. Misses that one and has been bowled. So Glasgow picks up that wicket. Consolation prize really, given that Jamaica are almost through to victory. A bit of drizzle in the air as well. Not sure if it's heavy enough to call the players off, so play will continue. The new batter, Abigail Bryce, but she'll be at the non-strikers end. Captain Rashada Williams started the innings looking to carry her bat for her team. A really good knock from her. This is 40 from 47 deliveries. We haven't seen Gilbert into her. A lot of flashy strokes, a lot of boundary hitting. But again, valuable knock from the skipper, taking it deep, letting all of the other batters bat around her. Yeah, you can see the outstretched arms of the umpire. That was too wide from Gilbert. So 1 more run now for victory. Scores are leveled here at the Annisville Sporting Complex. And they come through for that single and victory for Jamaica in their first outing. Defending champions, Jamaica, looking to get another T20 championship under their belt. Started off with a victory here against the Windward Islands team.
Really well done by them. They played a good cricket game. All-round cricket game, all facets of the game covered today by Jamaica. They came out, they bowled pretty well, feel well in patches, but they're batting, clinical performance. Skipper leading from the front, not out on 41, getting to that total, pretty easy. Well done to Jamaica. First win here of the regional T20 Blaze, Women T20 Blaze. Well done to them. They have played like champions. They are showing why they are defending champions. Well done to the Jamaica team again, the Windward Island team. They have some work to do, not only with their bowling, but with their batting as well. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a long meeting tonight because it's only one day, and we're back here at the Arnisville Cricket Stadium to continue the CWI T20 Blaze Women's Tournament. See you here on Saturday, the 10th. See you here on Saturday, the 3rd of May to continue this wonderful tournament. It was wonderful for us here in the commentary box as well. Keswick Williams and Stacey and Kenroy Martin signing off. Have a good night, and we'll see you.